Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got game 1 of a best of 3. It is from the Zotac Cup and it is between Dragon, who is the blue Terran player, and TSLRevival, who is the red Zerg player. And this should be an awesome TVZ Revival, very well known for doing absolutely loads of online tournaments. Dragon, well known player as well, so I cannot wait to see how this does play out. It should be really good. It should be really fun, and I haven't cast that many TVZs recently, so that is always good news. So what can we expect from these two players? Well, Dragon, I reckon we'll see from him a 1 Rax command center build. That is the most likely course of events in my opinion. Revival, we'll see a 15 hatch into a 16 pool. That is the standard. It just works really well. It really safe, there's not really any problems with it, and after the queen change, even reactor Hellions don't cause you problems, so that's cool. Dragon, the reason he'll go for the 1 Rax command center, or maybe even a command center first build, is because if your opponent is always going to go for a hatch first, that means you're safe to take down your own command center. And then of course you're on equal bases, and you force the Zerg to either try and do some damage to you, or to try and take a third of their own, which is going to be a lot more vulnerable, especially on a map such as this, where there's rocks blocking the entrance to the third, there's some tight chokes, that sort of thing. It doesn't really favour the defensive position of the Zerg player, but Revival not actually sending down a drone, sending out a scouting drone first, wants to be careful, and here comes down the barracks, the wall-off is there. We probably won't see the second supply depot, we'll probably just see it go straight to that command center relatively quickly, and that is almost always the point of view. We will see the orbital first before the second command center. That's the standard port of call. This drone will be able to get in though. We'll see there's no gas, and then everything will be pretty much hunky-dory. Now obviously that SCV may actually just go down and build the command center now, so you may see the command center before the orbital, but I really doubt it. So for a second there I thought it was going to be made to look stupid, but you always should get that orbital first and then get the command center. The second supply depot on its way down. That drone is still in the base though, but not for long, as that first marine finishes. May extract a trick, basically to keep it in there. Revival, he's getting his pool up, he's getting his hatch up, everything's right on cue where it should be. We're up to 300 minerals now, so we should see Dragon go down and take his expansion any second. So there he is, he's got the SCV there ready, queued up. The drone has been taken out, I believe, and there goes down the command center. So everything where it should be. These marines pushing forward, I like that. I think it's really good. Be aggressive against the Zerg player. Try and force them to make units as opposed to drones, because let me tell you, your days of reactor Hellions are over. And the purpose of those were to basically force units out of the Zerg and also kill some drones if they can. If you let a Zerg player build up an awful lot of drones up to the, sort of that 45 on 2 bases, 70 plus on 3 bases, you're going to lose. Unless you really delay that and do some damage. So do bear that in mind. We do see the bunker coming down, and that's going to help massively. It's going to contain Revival, prevent that third base, and basically force him to stay on 2 bases, which will mean Dragon's in an advantage as he's got mules, and also equal bases always are better for the Terran player. And also it means the Revival will be forced to make units, and units aren't drones and therefore don't mine and therefore don't help your economy. We do have the double gas coming out here for Revival. I like the fact he gets one of the natural, one of the main. I think it's a good choice. But these marines are still coming over. We've got 4 marines already. We've got the command center just about to finish here for Dragon. He's getting up that factory. He's got the double gas. We'll probably see a reactor get started soon, I would imagine, because while reactor Hellions aren't super awesome anymore, they're still very good at map control, denying creep spread, and basically just being a bit of a pain. And it does mean the Zerg does still have to pay attention with their queens and stuff, because if 4 Hellions do get in and the drones do line up, then you still can lose things. But this spine crawler is burrowing down now, getting as far forward as it can, and I mean that bunker is just going to be irritating more than anything, and it's just going to take quite a few units to take it out essentially. And because of that, obviously Revival can't take his third, he can't really push out easily. He's getting that roach one down. Now we do actually have a starport coming down, so this is really interesting play. We're not going to see reactor Hellions, we don't have a tech lab or anything chucked down, so probably not going to see banshees either. So I'm a bit interested why there hasn't been more add-ons started yet, because there's an awful lot of gas being banked up here by Dragon at the moment, almost up to 300. There goes down the tech lab, so It is on its way. We may still see the switch to get Banshees, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Dragon taking his third command center. That is a great choice. And now that Spine Crawler is moving forward, Dragon just knows he's not going to be safe doing that, salvages the bunker and runs the Marines away. So essentially that entire containment, knowing he was safe, knowing that he's forcing Revival to get a little bit risky in his play, essentially means that it costs him 25 minerals, which is nothing. But it's allowed him to get up his natural, be in an absolutely great position. There's a bunker back there and the supply depot. So basically Dragon's entire playstyle is denying Revival his third. And what that will force him to do is put on pressure. Now we do have one Viking coming out here. I love getting a Viking. Honestly, seriously, every Terran player, get those Vikings. Just one, as soon as you go to Starport, because look, one Overlord, two Overlords, absolutely free. There's no way they can get away from a Viking, and you've just done 200 minerals worth of damage. And obviously 2 lava, risk supply blocking the Zerg, but for the moment we've got big push coming over. It will get scouted though. We do have 2 more barracks coming down here for the wall off, but there's hardly any units around. We do have the starport switched over. We do have the Banshee starting. We do have a tech lab on the factory as well, but with no tanks or really anything, this is going to be big problems. There's 14 Banings morphing in, so these roaches are going to be able to do an awful lot. The Overlord there as well to give the vision of the high ground. A bunker on its way down, but there's only a handful of Marines there right now, and I do not see how Dragon is going to be able to defend this. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. In come the Banelings. The Banelings are going to go, and they do pick off one SCV. And they're going to just try and get through both racks straight there. And the Banelings, they come in and they do detonate. They're getting some big hits off on an awful lot of SCVs. And that's going to be game right there. And there is the GG from Dragon. So that was a beautiful play by Revival, but I still absolutely loved the play out of Dragon. I thought it was really great. So that was game 1. Thumbs up the video, subscribe, and leave a cool comment. And then flick over to my channel to find game 2. See you there in a sec.